Justin Jefferson comes back and saves the slate. Are you comfortable? We talk about hamstring injuries, soft tissue injuries. You've got to be nervous that first week back. The Vikings have played it safe with Justin Jefferson. Are you slotting him in and happy playing him in DFS, or are you going to wait a week?
I think in DFS tournaments, he's somebody I'll consider because you just don't get players of Justin Jefferson's caliber at 8,500 very often. In cash games, there's not a chance of playing him this week, where you're looking for that safe floor. It'll be interesting to see how him and Josh Dobbs gel. I think Josh Dobbs could have easily lost his starting role, but playing him with Justin Jefferson and seeing where that helps is worth doing. I think that it's going to be very interesting to see how this offense as a whole responds. Obviously, when Justin Jefferson's out there, Jordan Addison's going to get less coverage. He hasn't scored over 11 points since week 8. He's had no touchdown in the last 4 games. TJ Hawkinson hasn't been over 55 yards in the last 2 games. He's had 9 receptions total in those 2 games, which is a big drop-off from his most productive spells. I think this can also help the run game because now you can't load the box as much. Ty Chandler, he had double-digit touches in week 10 and 11 before only 5 in week 12. Madison, though, he's played some of his better football recently. He's averaged 4.9 yards per carry in the last 2 versus 3.5 over the rest of the season. So I'm interested in the Minnesota side of things. I think that there are players that, Addison, Hawkinson, Jefferson, even Madison, I'd be fine starting. Josh Dobbs, I'd be fine starting. But then on the Raiders offense, there just really isn't much there. Josh Jacobs has had over 125 yards in 2 of the last 3. But the Vikings are pretty good against the run. They rank 6th best in DVOA. They've allowed the 8th fewest fantasy points to the position. Then Devontae Adams had his first top 10 finish since week 3 in week 11. And then the next week goes back to being wide receiver 32. So, yes, the Vikings are more vulnerable to the pass, but I just don't see it with Aiden O'Connell. I think, it's better than Jimmy G, and the vibes are immaculate in Las Vegas right now. But,
I think it's a one-sided matchup, isn't it, potentially, in terms of guys you can look at for DFS. The one thing I'm really intrigued by, which I can't believe I've never realised, is we've got a team called the Vikings. The Scandinavian name is to put son at the end of you. You've got Jefferson, you've got Hawkinson, you've got Matheson, you've got Addison. I can't believe I've never realised that, but that feels so perfect. But Martin's in the chat. He's got a question for us. He's saying 0.5 PPI. He needs to start 2. You've got Calvin Ridley, Zay Flowers, Jerome Ford, or Jordan Addison. Which 2?
I'd go with Ridley and Flowers.
Okay, it's Flowers and Ford for me. I'm a little bit concerned about Ridley this week, as we just discussed. If you are here, Martin is a member. He gets his questions asked all the time in the Discord. If you want to join the Discord, become a member and get access to all that goodness, all of my Dynasty content. I'm writing the rookie guide. That's going to be out in March. You get a free copy of that. And of course, you get all of Tom's DFS content, all of those write-ups, all of those matchup information in the Discord. Hit that join button below. You will not regret it.